Welcome back to the GoBros YouTube channel. Today we're working on this Chinese 125cc four-wheeler. It was dropped off to see if we can get it running good. We don't have a key for it, so we gotta kind of jump the key out and just put a starter switch in there. Looks like we have a spare carburetor. We'll see if we can get the original one working. Let's get started on it. I wasn't getting 12 volts to the starting solenoid. There was a little inline fuse that was wired in here that was blown. I had to find the right wire here in the ignition switch to give everything power. I have my meter plugged into the starting solenoid wire, and up here push the brake pedal, then push the switch, and bam, there's your 12 volts. So, everything seems like it's working. Should want to start. Okay. So at this point I realized there was no gas in it. Put some gas in and immediately started running out the bottom of the tank. And my fuel lines were rotted off. Okay, kind of difficult to see. Alright, that was our fuel line that was cracked. It's actually cracked on both sides. And we're gonna go ahead and replace this while we're at it. There we got a new fuel line coming down to the petcock and back down into the filter and then into the carburetor. We know it runs now. I'm gonna tidy up this wiring a little bit, add a fuse back here, and then kind of get all this stuff tucked up away somewhere and zip tied up. They basically just wanted this four-wheeler running. It's a pretty cheap four-wheeler, don't want to put a whole bunch of money into it. So I'm just gonna wire in a switch here so they can turn this on, and then they should be able to start it with the electric start. So basically right here I'm just wiring in a 5 amp fuse to protect the wiring. Then there was a few little jumper wires that I got rid of. Then tried to tidy up the starting solenoid and get that covered up so it doesn't short out anything while you're driving. Okay, so we got this starting solenoid kind of tucked up here, and then the fuse right there. So if you ever blow a fuse, you should be able to change it right there. Next thing, got to wire up the switch over there. got our power on, power off switch on. I did end up turning gas off because it was hard to see. Because it was leaking coming off the carburetor. I can't tell, maybe the float stuck or this gasket, the bowl gasket, could be bad too. Normally if this was a Mikuni carburetor or something like that, I would take it apart and try cleaning it. But being that they already purchased a replacement carburetor and gave it to me, I figured I would just throw that one on instead. Get the gas line hooked back up and start it up. Alright, at this point is when you start playing with the mixture screw and idle screw to get it to a good point where it idles and has good throttle response. Of course, you gotta test drive everything you fix. And one of the last things we do before we power wash it and send it back to the owner is change the oil. These little things don't have much oil in it, so drain it out and put some fresh stuff in. All right, this little four-wheeler is all set to go. We put some new gas lines on it, the new carburetor on it, redid some of the wiring, and changed the oil. Should get quite a few more hours of ride time on this little guy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.